Love, peace, and soul, everyone. Welcome. It's Empress Phoenix bringing the fire. I want to say a happy solar return to all my fellow Taurians out there. It's our season, love. Listen, no shade to April Tauruses. I love y'all just the same, right? But it's something about those of us who are born in May, even my Geminis, okay? Shout out to my oldest son. He's a Gemini too. So, segueing, we got a lot to talk about. Speaking of Gemini, the nodes have officially shifted as of yesterday, Cinco de Mayo. The North Node is in Gemini, South Node is in Sagittarius. So the energies are definitely swirling, mixing, shifting, right? So this Taurus season, we're really solidifying this whole new realm, this whole new way of thinking and being and expressing ourselves. So first, okay, before we go into pulling the cards, let me just let y'all know what's going on with my website for the month of May. Well, for Taurus season, for the rest of Taurus season, I have marked down majority of my products, especially cosmic boxes. They $10 off right now, so catch it. This is my way of saying thank you to all of you who have always been there for me and supporting. So the cosmic boxes are $10 off. The jewelry is marked down. The crystals are marked down. So check out the website. Also, yeah, everything is marked down. Everything is marked down, okay, for May season. So, without further ado, can we get into this nodal shift? I mean, just like it mundanely, okay? It was yesterday. Yesterday was May 5th. And I was at work. And you know how you try to figure out someone's zodiac sign by how they move? But remember, it's like, it's a soup. So you like, dang, what if he's acting out his moon signs? So what, you know what I mean? So I was at work and we started talking about Geminis, and he was like, oh, I'm a Gemini. And I was like, oh, okay. And then we started listening to Gemini artists. And not realizing and not letting it click that, I was like, wait, when I went home, I was like, wait a minute. Today, the nodes just shifted in Gemini. That's right. We was playing Tupac. We was playing Andre 3000. You know what I mean? So I was like, wow, okay. I was like, yeah. I'm telling you, Gemini and Sagittarius axis is going to be more about bringing in the fun. It's about bringing in this freedom amidst of the restrictions that are trying to be imposed upon us. So what the North Node in Gemini and South Node in Sagittarius is going to be teaching us how to still have fun, because think about it. Jupiter is in its basically debilitation in Capricorn right now. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. So I feel like Sagittarius South Node is going to attempt to like lend a hand to Jupiter right now, like to try to give it some energy. But it's in the South Node position. South Node is like the karmic energy that needs to be cleared out, right? It's like the shadow aspect. Hold on, here we go. Excuse me, whenever I start channeling, it's like the shadow aspect of Sagittarius. What I like about the nodal shifts is that, excuse me, sorry. What a lot of people don't realize is that we're experiencing the zodiac. Oh my goodness, see, they didn't want me channeling. It's experiencing the zodiac in almost a backwards, but I don't want to say backwards. It's in another perspective. It goes from Pisces to Aries. So just like how we say, okay, the zodiac wheel, you know, Aries transitions into Taurus. So Taurus season, we have the energy of Aries within us, and so on and so forth. So now with the nodal aspect, it's the nodal position of the moon, the axis of the moon. So it's like the subconscious, okay, it goes in the other direction. So we're coming from Pisces now, right? So now the nodes just left Cancer, okay, with all of the quarantine situation, and now we're going into Gemini, okay? So all the things that we learned while being at home is what's going to be expressed at this time. You know, we're mentally going to be ruminating about our home life. All right, everything that is Cancer, which is the subconscious. So it's ruminating how to be able to control the subconscious by way of our thoughts, right? And Gemini and Sagittarius are both magician energies to me. They can manifest things. Reverend Ike was a Gemini. Reverend Ike got me through some dark times. Okay, if you ain't check out Reverend Ike, listen to some Reverend Ike on YouTube. Okay, so we have a lot to look forward to for the next basically year and a half, right? Because we're going to be finding ways to express our creativity, to be able to express our fun, to be able to express what is on our mind. I feel like there's going to be also an increase in, gaining knowledge, but I feel like it's going to be gaining knowledge on on subjects that we like. It's not things that we're going to be forced to do. You know, like in college, there's courses that you really don't want to take, but you just got to take it because it's needed for graduation. I feel like we're going to be learning in subjects that we want to experience and that we want to learn more about. Okay, so again, it's a shift of the zodiac wheel, looking at it from a whole nother perspective. So in Taurus season, these things that this shift that's happening during Taurus season is going to be solidified in our lives for the years to come. Okay, because we have Uranus in Taurus right now. Let's talk about Scorpio full moon. Oh my God, this is my natal placement, right? Last year, it basically fell on my birthday, right? So it was really a revision, a real solar and lunar return for me last year. But this year is pivotal. May 7th is goddess energy. So this is the book that I've always been reading out of, okay? When we want to tap into some goddess energy for the day. So what I'm finding out from this book is that May is considered the month of the moon. And I said, wow, that's deep. It's like May is mother, right? Mother Earth, all the M energy. M is also the 13th letter in the alphabet, right? Which represents the 13th disciple. This is why they took the number 13 out of elevators, the old school elevators. If you noticed, they never had a 13th floor. Okay, I'm telling you, this is old school buildings, right? They didn't have 13 floors. Wasn't there a movie named 13th Floor? You see what I'm saying? Because it's a certain energy, and it's a feminine energy at that. It's Mary Magdalene energy. She was the 13th disciple. Okay, so let's go back to yesterday, to the 5th, right? Rain ceremonies in Guatemala dedicated to the goddesses of rain and fertility. Ochumaya, rainbow serpent, Iris, changing woman. Okay, Chalchiluklik, Mbozi, and Bunzai. Halfway point of spring. The 5th day of the moon month belongs to Ma'at, Egyptian goddess of truth. Which makes sense because now Ma'at represents Libran energy, which represents balancing. And in balancing what? The Gemini, the twins energy, right? The good, the bad, the feminine, the masculine, the yin yang energy. Because that's what Gemini energy is. It's just yin yang energy. Okay? And then for today, the 6th, in Egypt, when Hathor, which is what? Had Heru, visits Mut or Nut. Hathor is Isis, Selene, Luna, Astar, Artemis, Diana, Ishtar, Ada, Wedo, Mary, Yeminya, Kuan Yin, Urzuli. That's my girl. Urzuli Danta. Okay? Mut is the star goddess, threefold as Ma'at, Hathor, and Nekhebet, Kali or Hekete, with Hekete, she's the goddess of the moon, mother of the gods and goddesses of Egypt. So today is deep, the 6th, because it's the halfway point between the node shifting on the 5th and the Scorpio full moon on the 7th. So basically what it's saying, and then I'm going to read for the 7th as well, but most of it is saying, is naming, oh yeah, I got to read y'all the 7th. Hold on. It's going to repeat a lot of the goddesses in name for the 6th. And I'm realizing it's because these are all mother energies. These are all attributes of the mother, including the Kali, right? Which is the dark mother, which is the mother that don't play that shit. The mother that will beat your ass. Okay, so, we have Het Heru and Set. Okay, because Heru is the aspect of Isis. Ma'at is an aspect of Isis. Right? So, May is for the mother. This is why Mother's Day is in May. Which is coming in on the 10th. Huh? You know what I mean? And my sister, her birthday usually falls either the day before or day after Mother's Day. Right? Yes, my sister's a Taurus too. And a rooster just like me. So that's why we be butting heads. But it's all love. So the 7th now, it says, in Egypt, Hathor visits Anukis, goddess of fertility of the Nile, Kuan Yin, Isis, Yeminya, Mary, Ishtar, Kalima, Nephthys. In Greek, the Thergelia, festival of Apollo, sun gods, Christ, Quetzalcoatl, you know how to say it, Ra, Jupiter, Zeus, Obatala, Bacchus, sun father, Adonis, Itis, Herni, Pan, Cernos, Shango, Legba, Tammuz, Dionysus, Osiris, Dambala, and Yokoho. So this is the balance. This is the bringing in of the masculine energy as well, which I find is surprising that Scorpio is deemed feminine, Taurus is deemed feminine, but then again, Taurus and Scorpio are one and the same. So this is what the nodes shifting also teaches us, is that even though they're parallels and they're opposites, they're still one and the same. That's why you will see people in couples, they'll have opposite, they'll be, their signs will be in opposition, but they're the perfect match, or they're together for a long time. Like my cousin, he's a Sag and his wife is a Gemini, and they've been together for over 20 years. So it's like, it works. You know what I mean? But this is definitely tapping into the mother energy, segueing into Mother's Day. We also, Beltane passed on the 2nd. So this is really the celebration of feminine energy. Spirit also spoke to me in the form of a show. Again, today I was at work and the client had it on, and it was a show called The Young Pope. And they kept showing the Black Madonna and Child statues. Okay, they showed him meditating. The Young Pope is on HBO, right? So that's not a show that I would have ever picked to watch. Okay, now I'm kind of hooked. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, it's the symbolism, it's the hidden occult things that they're showing in the show that I'm just like, if I was the average Joe, or if I wasn't paying attention, it would have went right over the head. Then they showed the statue of the Venus Hottentot too. So I was like, wow. You know, they really blatantly showing that it's all up. That's what he even said it in the show. He said, so what I'm learning is that the church is feminine. Of course, because it's the material body. It's the body of Christ. This is the church. You know what I mean? So he's really kicking it. And they're not liking the fact that he's coming to clean up the church. Because he wants the truth to come out. And that's why they're showing the black mother and child, Venus Hottentot, which she represents the grandmother as well, which we know she had African origins. She's the cosmic mother. Okay? So shouts out to all the mothers out there. Stepmoms, all of that. The ones, to all the mothers that are doing their job, basically. Okay? So let's pull a little cards to see the energy, especially for this week, bringing in. Okay, what's going on here? I almost want to shuffle again, for real. But we gotta be honest. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, hold on, let me bring it out in a little closer. So at the bottom of the deck, we have kindred partnership. I hope this is showing the right way this time. But it's looking like, I don't want to separate it into feminine energy and masculine energy. We're going to see how it rolls. But feminine energy, I feel like you definitely should not be feeling at a loss at this time. I don't know what's going on. Maybe there was an idea that had like an idea or a life that you had wanted is sailing away. And possibly because of that realization, you feel like you're at a loss, or you feel like you will never attain the things that you want. Okay, I'm not even looking at the name. I'm looking at the symbolism. I feel like you feel like there's an obstacle to you reaching your abundance. And I feel it's the state of mind. It's the state of mind. And realizing that we have to continuously be in a state of gratitude in order to receive this. Okay, yeah. So I'm not going to say masculine or feminine. I'm going to say this is the energy for the collective. Okay, some of us have experienced a loss. And of course, at this time, I mean, from March until now, a lot of people have lost. Even if it wasn't financially, there's things that, you know, an idea, like I said, or the life that you thought you were living, or the concept, or maybe even the fantasy. Okay, even the fantasy of what you thought your life was going to turn out to be is gone. You know, you come to, maybe it was like a reality check. Going through this quarantine situation should have been a reality check for a lot of people. Okay, and I feel like once reality kicked in, it had people like, damn, so, you know, my life is not really, I'm not gonna, you know, attain the things that I wanted, or the person that I wanted. You know, I was really in La La Land, huh? You know, or I was part of the status quo. You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm destined for greater, but for so long, I've been stuck in what society deems I should be. And the remedy, because this card has been coming out in the readings a lot. So, the great gratitude, okay? Let me see if I can get the glare out. Yes, the great gratitude has been coming out. It's like being in the present moment, being grateful for what you have, right? Let me just pick one. Let's get a mudra in here. Okay, this is an easy one. Well, easy to formulate. Okay, Anjali mudra number 6, reverence. Okay, this is the prayer emoji. This is the humble emoji. English, prayer or salutation. Technique, we already know. Application is used extensively as part of the spiritual cultures of East and West as a gesture of prayer to show respect, humble oneself, and surrender to the greatness of life. In a seated meditation posture, hold the mudra firmly to your chest. Pull down gently, rooting the gesture into the base of your sternum. Breathe normally and hold for 5 to 45 minutes. Benefits: calming, centering, facilitates connection to the heart and central channel, evokes feelings of humility, reverence, and devotion. And yes, like I said, it has been a humbling, this has been a humbling, let me show you, experience the past couple of months. And I think that we've also, it's also like showing reverence to our ancestors, to those who came before us, to those who are watching over us, that protect us, to your higher self that got the keys to the game and is just slowly but surely giving us the keys. Okay? That higher Christ consciousness that is within you is being unlocked. Okay? Is making the right moves. Remember, your higher self has already taken the wheel. We've already said that long time ago. I think that video came out, what, 2018? I first moved out here. Your higher self has taken the wheel. How can you see? Yeah, y'all can see it. All right, let's put some tarot. Let's get some energy on this here. You know we gonna rock out for my birthday. You know we gonna be jamming. I'm gonna be playing some music. We gonna be partying. Oh man, that's what we gonna do. Cause really and truly, like, even if things will be open, I'm like, I really don't want to go too far. Like, I want to go to hiking. I'm gonna go hiking for my birthday. Like, basically, that's it. Like, nah, the club thing and all of that, I've been grew out of that. So. If they've been, oh man, what happened? I hope it's still going. It looks like it's still going. Okay, yeah, personal truths. Personal truths. This is the communication. This is the Gemini North Node energy. Okay. We have strength. Yep. Over that lower self. Virtue. 3 of Wands. The Lovers. That's that Gemini energy. Whew, told you, the yin and the yang. The High Priestess. Judgment. Wow. A lot of major arcana. Yep, Judgment. It's the Awakening. Whew. The World, see? The Access. That's that wheel shifting. 6 of Swords. And on the bottom of the deck, we got the Moon. And we got the Knight of Wands. Wow. All right, y'all. So, let me see what the book is saying on some of these cards. But with loss. Right? This is like the reverse of the 3 of Wands type of energy, right? Where instead of your ships coming in, things are going off. But I feel like it's definitely something that you didn't need. You may feel like, because look, he is shallow water right here. So I think there was something that we was being shallow about, or maybe possibly even egotistical about. And that's why it brought about a loss during this season, okay? Or will be bringing about some type of loss, okay? And this is an event. So this is like, I don't want to be calling it on nobody. I'm just saying it could be car breaking down. Yeah, your car breaking down. Or again, with us having been, because some of us are still on, everything is shut down. Georgia opened up, you know what I mean? Certain places started to open up. But with this truth, I think that the mindsets that were fragmented, okay, again, the egoic personality. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's even an airplane there. You see what I'm saying? So, because of the loss of traveling, you know, not being able to travel, you were able to gain control of your lower self, okay? Of your addictions, and also, okay, this is what I wanted to say too about Taurus and Scorpio, the Taurus and Scorpio aspect, right? And the access. Taurus Sun, Scorpio Moon, which is I. We carry a great strength, all right? Taurus is known as within itself to have a level of strength that is bar none. This is why when you see the iconography or the symbol for Taurus is what? The bull, the cow, right? Cattle. They what? Pull heavy loads. Even to their last breath. Like I see it in Jamaica, there was 17 cows that were poisoned to death. And one was still fighting to stand up. But it looked like it was dead. But standing up, its hind legs were up like it was pushing, like, yo, I gotta stay alive. You know what I mean? Taurus has that energy. And then couple that with a Scorpio moon is bringing out what our strengths are in order to be able to kill the weaknesses, to be able to transmute, because Scorpio is what? Transmutation. To transmute the weaknesses into strengths. Okay? And it's going to be done by hard work. It's going to be done by really being real, truthful, and honest. Not only with yourself, but with those around you. Okay? That's going to be key and it's going to be pivotal. We have here lack. Consciousness of lack. Okay? And the iconography on the picture is odd almost. Because I feel like, I feel like it's like coming out the past energy, coming into the present. And going back in the room. Look how the heart is basically made out of stars. Okay? And we know that we are capable, in our hearts, we know that we are capable of receiving abundance. Okay? That's what the coins represent. We already know Taurus is about their money. So, and abundance, it just doesn't just mean money. Abundance in love, prosperity, friends, soul family, anything that our heart desires, basically, we know that we can attain, right? I feel like too, there's something that we're refusing to see or to study. There's something, because you see those books and you got his foot on that book. It's like, in order to level up, we're feeling like we're not going to be able to be, go through this level of learning, because we're going through a learning curve, most definitely. All right. Definitely going through a learning curve, because now we're entering into uncharted waters. We're entering into uncharted waters without the safety, okay, the safety net of what we've had before. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if mandatory vaccinations are going to be imposed upon us. We don't know if, our right to travel is going to be restricted. We don't know what's going to try to be implemented at this time. But what I feel Spirit is saying is that you need to do your research. You need to do the studying. You need to be able to keep your mind open to learning more, because that's going to be the only way you can combat fear, combat ignorance, and also staying humble, okay? Because I learned that too as well, because I was recently put onto some keys, major keys, okay? And I was like, wow, and it was from someone that, I was giving readings to, and, helping to guide them. They put me, I did put them onto it, but they took it to another level, and then in return showed me some things. You see what I'm saying? So that's the reciprocity aspect here. You know what I mean? With the virtues, 3 of Wands. So I'm saying things are coming in for the rescue. It's a decision that you got to make. Are you going to take yourself out of that mindset once and for all? That's the energy. I went on IG Live. I went for a walk. I said, I feel this Scorpio new moon. It is preparing us to fully, wholeheartedly release the patterns, the generational curses, the deep wounds, the trauma, okay? All of these subconscious hidden things once and for all. Because Taurus and Scorpio, like once they say goodbye to something or someone or a relationship, once they make, we may go back. We may go back, or, we may break up for a little while, or we just, just know that the relationship ain't what it used to, but we still mess with. But once we say and put in our mind, it's a total wrap, I'm not going back, it's a done deal. There's nothing that you could say or do to get a Taurus or Scorpio back once they've made up their mind and they made that action. 3 of Wands is action. And they're like, yo, I'm sticking to my virtue. There's no way you can get that energy back. So with this moon, this Taurus sun and Scorpio moon is doing for us, it's not going to be, this is why it's not going to be too pleasant. Okay? Because we're going to have to transform. Okay? It's literally do or die. A lot of people have seen it with this. It's like, all right, take your health seriously. Because this is what that is too. It's like, take your health seriously. Okay? Get your weight, get your health in order. You know what I mean? If you got to wire your mouth shut. Change what you eat, change what you say, change who you be around, change what you watch, all of that. Okay? It's the virtues. What are your virtues? What are your statues of who you are? Balancing out the energy, the lovers. Oh my God. Taurus and Scorpio. Lord have mercy. We got the Gemini right here. The twins. The nodal shift. And then right here is a lion too. Look at that. The lion, and it'll look like a bird, a falcon or something. So once and for all, we're going to make the decision to let go of the lack, the loss, the all of that shit, and the self-sabotage for our abundance, because it's there. It's locked within our own heart. Ain't that some deep shit? Like all of the abundance, everything that you feel that you working towards and working for is locked within your heart. It's all of the traumas that made your heart turn to stone in the first place. And the fact that you feel like you've learned a lot, you've attained a lot of knowledge, and you feel like it's working for you. But now we're in a cycle where we're going to have to learn more. Okay? We're going to have to learn more. We're going to have to basically refill our cup and shatter, because what we thought was true wasn't true. A lot of shit is shattered now. Okay? Our comfort zones have been shattered. Okay? And we're going to make that choice. This is also the coming together of opposites. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Dare I say it? With the lovers, we're going to pull some tea on that a little later. But I do want to see what the book has to say about the status quo. Okay? That's 2. Cycle. Staying the same. This card shows a street where everything is the same. Upright, this card indicates a period of little change for you. It's advisable at this time to maintain the present energy regarding such endeavors as work, relationships, or location. There is value in allowing the momentum of your life to continue on its present path. Although the outer energy remains steady, don't lose sight of the inner work that can be percolating underneath the surface. See, this is the time to do that studying and that research. Okay? The regularities of this time actually allow you to bring more balance into your thoughts and behaviors. Now is the time to meditate, read, see, straight up meditation, affirmation, prayer, right? Read and socialize with people of like mind. Let yourself focus on these activities and make them a priority now. If status quo turns up at a time when you are actually going through some significant change, it's telling you to engage in the personal activities that will help you maintain as much inner balance as possible. Remember, the center of your status quo is always your divine nature. Okay? So, your divine nature is what? Your higher self. So even though there's a lot of unsurety, we still in the same hood. We may feel like we're in the same place. Things are still percolating underneath the surface. While we deal with our intuition, the awakening of how to use our intuition. Because, again, our higher self speaks to us through our intuition. Again, this is the occult, the high priestess. This is the hidden, okay? It's an awakening to a lot of keys that are really and truly within us, all right? Again, the ancestors are always here. Right? This is us in a whole nother time and space. And I feel that the power of our ancestors, because a lot of more people now are remembering their ancestors, even if they do it indirectly. A lot of more people are going back to putting, having a family wall with all of the pictures of their family members. We're going back to that energy of venerating our ancestors. Again, like I said, whether it's indirectly or directly. So it's giving them that added boost, that added power, because remember, okay, so this is what I saw as well. Okay, I watched Pan's Labyrinth on Netflix, I think it was. Or was it YouTube? I think it was a Netflix. Pan's Labyrinth, okay? It's in Spanish, so you got to deal with the subtitles. I think Brother Pan recommended it. But plain and simple, one of the things I gathered from that movie is that your ancestors and your spirit guides, like when you don't work with them, they suffer. Straight up, they suffer. So they need you to do your part too as well. The rituals that you know you're supposed to be doing, okay? Status quo. You know, it's like, all right, yeah, you doing the same rituals. You might just need to add a different spice to it. It's still the same thing. You still taking your spiritual baths, but you just may need to add a new ingredient to make it more potent. All right? Because your team, your spirit entourage is working overtime right now in the spirit realm. Okay? Because we know this is a spiritual war. So you have to play your part as well. And you know what you're supposed to be doing at this time. And with the high priestess, she's taking a soak. So this is like, you know, just get your self-care up. It's the end of a cycle. You got to cleanse. You got to chill. Okay? Because we, especially in the northern western hemisphere, we on some always got to be on the go all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. And that doesn't leave time for you to be still in order for you to hear what your ancestors got to say to you. Okay? Again, with the great gratitude, we have the universe and science, which is the Six of Swords. Okay, so this is straight showing you, once you are still within yourself, you're grateful for what you are, you're going to be moving and elevating up to a whole nother level. Again, it's going to be a whole nother level up. We're constantly leveling up, regardless to we realize it or not. What will expedite it is being in that gratitude, enjoying the simple pleasures. Okay, because Taurus is Scorpio, we appreciate the simple pleasures. We appreciate, you know, the little picnics in the park. Some people can't even go to the park. Where I'm at, it's like, depending on certain areas, some parts are like, parks are taped up. Some parks are not. There's plenty of people in there, you know. So for me, the good part is that if one place is taped up, I'm like, all right, we could go drive somewhere else. We could go drive to the next city, township over, and there's plenty of parks. You know what I mean? So the leveling up is coming while we just be in that state of gratitude. While we see, okay, this is Taurus energy right here, Earth. You know what I mean? Smelling the grass. That smell is just like, oh man, freshly cut grass. The blooming of flowers. I took a walk. Me and my children took a night walk. Yo, that was pivotal. We had the most fun we've had in a long time. Just going and taking a walk in the neighborhood. Left the car parked and just walked through the neighborhood and smelled all the flowers. But when we drive, we can't smell the flowers. You see what I'm saying? So it's like taking that time out. Take the walks. If you could walk, take the walks. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. In the outcome, we have kindred partnership. Taurus and Scorpio. Listen. Right, you see that? Whenever I see that rainbow, that's soul family. Soul family is coming in. Whether it's in romantic, I'm going to read what the book has to say. But I'm feeling like no matter what capacity, you know, these people that are going to be coming into our life are soul family. Okay. Wow, and the next card in the book is family. Coupling. A couple dances on a beautiful beach, indicating that a potential union awaits you, either now or in the not so distant future. This card pretends a new relationship of some kind or a deepening, caring connection. There's a sharing of mind and heart here, okay? The upcoming partnership is likely to be a romantic one, bringing tender-hearted feelings your way. It may manifest either as a deeper commitment in a present romance, or as a brand new love appearing in your life. Oh yes, I call that. And this could also manifest as a work partnership, probably in a business you feel passionate about. Makes sense. Knight of Wands. Either way, it's going to bring in some passion. Okay. There could also be a legal agreement of some kind. Whatever form this energy takes, the wonderful resonance of support and care will be expanded. Affirmation: I open my heart and my life to the loving connections coming my way. I deserve to love and to be loved. Now that's deep. That's deep, because I feel like, especially for those of us that have been heartbroken more than one time, because you see the 3 of Swords here and the 3 of Swords here, you know, it's like you basically like, you know what, I'm good being single. I'm good. Like, you know, I'm tired of messing with these people that don't realize my worth. But there is someone who does recognize your worth. There's someone who, because the moon, I hate when the moon is depicted like as negative energy, because it's not. Okay. So I feel like with this Scorpio full moon is illuminating how someone possibly feels about you, and they're going to be coming forward and communicating that. It could even be in the form of a song, yo, like straight up. It could be somebody that does music. Yo, this is deep. Don't get me started. With the moon, it could be a Scorpio moon. Someone with a Scorpio moon with possible fire in their chart, or they could have Gemini in their chart as well. We got Pisces here with the High Priestess. Okay, we got Cancer, because the Cancer is moon. Okay, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Okay, it could be a number of people. The rock star. I know that's right. Knight of Wands. You gonna be passionate about it. Like I said, even if it's, like I said, if it isn't romantic, because you gotta have your mind and heart open. Even if it's, you know, a work partnership, it's someone that is gonna help you with your passions. Y'all both gonna be passionate about that project. Word. That's deep. Oh shit. I just personally, I was just like, oh shoot, hold on. You telling me what? Let's pull some tea on these cards here. Yeah. Anger, the loss. You even possibly could be angry at yourself. See? Yep. Clarity. Okay, that's okay, because now you've built a strength and character. Now, you know, you've been humbled. For real, whatever heartache and pain, it helped humble you. Change. You see what I'm saying? Change that. You changing that consciousness of lack. Straight up. It says move in, not happy in current situation. Yeah. So if you're not happy with it, yo, I heard, yeah, who said it? Who said it best? It was Cardi B. She was like, if there's something you don't like about yourself, you could just change it. You know what I'm saying? Which is true. Nostalgia and conclusions. You see what I'm saying? So this is what was brought about. You already know full moons. Full moons is releasing. Illuminating what needs to change. Okay? Disturbance, you see, with the High Priestess. Disputes, exposure, drama, unexpected changes. Yep. I feel like from the status quo. You know, fighting. With the High Priestess too, it's also a reminder, it's a spiritual war. So you have to cleanse yourself spiritually at all times. Like I said, you have to feed your ancestors at all times. You know what I mean? That's one thing you have to be diligent on. Even if you in the crib, confessions. You see what I'm saying? Even if you in the crib, right? You have to be able to feed those spirits that are guiding and protecting you. You have to give them energy. I feel like, too, this is like with the confession. To me, this is more like the altar. Like, you know, convene with them. Talk with them. All right? Know that the sacrifices that they've made and that they make are not in vain. That you're listening. You want to follow what they have to say. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, during this quarantine time, they've been talking to you. I know they've been talking to you. And letting you know shit. Oh, damn. Okay, with this great gratitude universe, right? We got lessons, secrets. See, that's the high priestess. The synchronicities, that's what I said. They've been talking. Okay? About your karma or dharma. Let's see. Is this too much? Lurking. Yeah, there's people lurking. The people that have probably were the ones that caused you a lot of pain in the past. The people that broke your heart. Yeah, they watching you. But you ain't telling people too much. You know what I'm saying? You're not posting a whole lot on social media. Only what you need to. You know what I'm saying? Intimacy, right? Intimate, right? Meaning one-on-one. Only need to know basis. All right? Oh, see? The universe is coming up with a gift. Letting go of that insecurity. All right, tell me about this kindred partnership. That's what I want to know. Ooh, chit-chat. Over dinner, drinks, and wine. So, you see, this is what I'm saying. Oh, boy. Yeah, this is how, you know, businesses, the best business deals go down at the dinner table as well. Music. Music. What did I say? This is somebody that does music. I'm done. Oh, my God. Oh, look at that. Look at the mic. This might even be over music, B. Like, especially if you have a secret talent. Like, if you got a voice, you have a gift that you've been holding back. And the universe is like, girl, if you don't use that singing voice, if you don't belt out, okay? You know we come from a family of singers. What is the matter with you? I be hearing my ancestors say that shit all the time. And I be like, but I can't write songs. They be like, so what? See, taking that chance. Taking that risk. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, just one more. Wait, too many flipped over. I'm not taking all that this time. Just one more. On that kindred partnership. Yeah. So, yep. And letting go of what's holding you back, third parties, friendships. So, you're going to be dealing with people who got your back and leaving behind the people that don't. Plain and simple. Even, I feel like even leaving back the status quo. You know what I mean? That, I feel like that season is done with. You know, working a job just so it can pay the bills. Yeah. Yep, the people that want to bring conflict to you. There's no more of that. No more of that. That want to mentally and psychologically and emotionally abuse you. Done with that. Period. Yes, so, my people, new people are coming in. The loss, like, is no more time for that feeling the loss. We're gonna get over this once and for all with this Scorpio energy. Is gonna assist us. The Scorpio full moon is gonna assist us in letting that feeling of loss and lack go forever. Forever. You hear me? And I'm talking about things that with the strength too, it's like things that were stubborn to let go. Habits and thought patterns that we've held on to stubbornly. With the Taurus energy, stubbornly holding on to the thought patterns of what we thought, things need to go a certain way, things have to be a certain way. We're stubbornly letting that go. And because it's been self-sabotaging us for the longest time. Whoa, okay. Conclusions, nostalgia. I feel like too, I'm still seeing the ending of a marriage. Even though it looked like they got married, but I'm seeing the ending of it too. I'm seeing a lot of people doing a lot of cord cutting rituals at this time. Hey, do it. Do it, because Scorpio will expedite it. Cord cutting rituals to those that you've been married to. Okay? Because they didn't have the same virtues as you. Right? They didn't have the same heart as you. So, yeah, I definitely see that with the moving, nostalgia, conclusions. Oh, yeah. Cord cutting rituals. No doubt. Bubby, what are you doing? So, let's see. Anything else we need to pull? Let's pull some keywords really quick, because this energy is really, really big. I'm going to be coming back with some more videos for this week because there's so many aspects to touch on. Really quick. There's some like keywords. Begin to explore. What did I say? Exploration. That's Sagittarius. Okay? I think we're going to begin to explore our mind. Consciousness of our mind. Okay? That there's so much more for us to learn. Reach for the stars. Okay? There's no limits. Keep your commitments. And I feel like it's keeping your commitments to yourself. All right? The resolutions that strengthen your gifts. Straight up. Use them every day. What you don't use, you will lose. Yeah. Ask with sincerity. Ask your ancestors and your spirit team. Be sincere about what you ask. Don't ask them for no shallow shit. Because it's going to be oh, can I get this relationship? Can somebody, No. Don't come with no shallow shit. They not hearing. Ask with sincerity of your heart. What you know, with humility. Because you're really humbling yourself to yourself. You know what I mean? To that spirit. So, all right, y'all. I want to thank you for joining me as always. Please take advantage of the May sale for the rest of Taurus season. I'm grateful for you as always. And I'm going to see y'all on the check-in, beloved. Peace.